Hello and welcome back, everybody. My name is Cal Cavalech, and this is A Wanderer's Divulgence. Welcome back indeed. So, in the last episode, we pretty much had a good time. Apart from, you're alone.
You again? Me?
I've been spared from milady. Oh, told you we'd start seeing a little bit of a strange thing going on with Petrus of Thurland here.
Your Highness.
Where have you gone? Oh, woe is me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself.
Mm-hmm. We shall be seeing more of him as we go along. But yes, last episode we had a jolly old time. We went down, we fought Special K. I was about to say, I was like, are we moving? Or we fought Special K and Ceaseless Discharge. Back-to-back bosses in the one episode. Unfortunately, I had a bit of a time with... Ceaseless. Normally, I swear, it goes better than that, but here we are. Nevertheless, today we are going to be possibly making a mockery of some little gargoyles up here, hopefully. Now, a little bit of a thing I've done. We've gone and we've gotten our... We've kind of done a lot of setup. We've gotten our Pyromancy Flame. We've gotten our... Power Within. We're ready to go to start really kicking ass in terms of this, but I have neglected one thing, which is you have to have an attunement slot, and I don't have one at the moment, so we will have to level up attunement a little bit, and then we will have that on the go. Also, I've been talking a big game about all these things and saying how I want to try and help in case there is anybody out there. Not that there probably is, because let's be honest, everybody's played this game, but on the off chance that, maybe you're a bit intimidated by these games, or you just haven't got around to playing them. I hope that not only do my videos bring a little bit of entertainment, but also potentially just some tips and tricks, some casual tips from someone who is clearly showing less and less that they are good at this game, but does a decent job. We haven't done too bad. We haven't lost our reason just yet, and we haven't had a point where we've had to, abandon fighting a boss or anything like that. I'm not even using summoning, so there's still ways we can make it even easier. But a few things I want to mention. So the Grass Crest Shield, as I said, you get it down below in the garden area. I showed in the last episode the general direction. It's also easily accessible from where we fought Good El Havel and got his ring. But what even is this shield? Why would you care? The Grass Crest Shield, it's, doesn't even do 100% physical block, but it does have the added ability that it upgrades your stamina regeneration. So if you have a look, that takes that long. If you look at my stamina bar at the top left there, it takes that long to do. Now we're going to equip the shield again, and it's a little bit faster. So it's enough to make a difference. There's old Sumbrosa there. We won't be summoning you today, sweet prince, but soon. Again, with these bosses, you can go off and find yourself some grass, not grass, you can go, technically grass maybe, pounded down grass, but the charcoal and or gold pine resin, and you can make these bosses even easier. Gold pine resin probably being favourable for both this and Kellogg's Special K, because obviously she's fire, but yeah, you could do that, and then obviously for this boss you can also have the Power Within, which we haven't got right now, same with Kellogg's, but let's see what we can do with just a plus 15 weapon and 18 strength and dex. So the gargoyles, very famous boss, obviously, because a lot of people were expecting, well, not to fight this on the roof, and even when they did, they were like, oh, this isn't too bad. Hold on, I love this bit. It's just so dramatic. Oof. The drama, the flair. Alright, come on then. Let's skip the cutscene. Let's grab your thing actually as well. Now I will say, I will say that this guy is getting absolutely fucking wrecked with our plus 15 weapon. Holy fucking shit. No, we don't want your flames, thank you very much. I will say that this game is substantially easier now than it used to be. Ow, I got hit by the gargoyles. I'm disgusted with myself. It is substantially easier now than it was before, because it now runs... that was just an abuse. It now runs obviously 60 FPS, and it just means that dodging is so incredibly easy now, in terms of, you know, you can see the attack coming, you hit the dodge button, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be smooth and it's going to work out well. So it is a lot easier in that regards. Now, I know some people struggle with the dodging. You know, yeah, okay, maybe you won't get the stamina recovery, but why not pick up a 100% block shield and just block? Obviously, maybe blocking flames and stuff isn't the best idea, but there's a lot of things in this game you can just straight up block and tank. There's so many different variations. Bell number 2. I will, however, stop harping on about the lovely bell. What I find interesting about this is that obviously they have to change this cutscene for depending on which bell you ring second. But I wonder how many people completely had no idea where the fuck this is. So you see this guy lifting up his chain and opening up the door here to Sen's Funhouse. Well, Sen's Fortress, but Sen's Funhouse. And I wonder how many people just forgot entirely where this was. I just didn't know. Now, obviously, I would, however, guess that most people didn't, and it's quite a recognizable landmark, and I think that's what makes these games so strong, is that you don't need a map because everywhere's quite recognizable. But there is some people that would struggle, and I think that is a flaw to knock on the game, is that they don't really help you in that regard. If you don't remember where this is, well, you're going to have to find it. One of my favorite NPCs here. Greetings.
I am Oswald of Kareem, the pardon. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
Well, what is it? Why is he one of my favorites? Well, I say that about every character, apparently. That they're all my favorites. But he particularly is one of my favorites. We will grab one of these just in case, because we've been having a bit of a run of dying a lot. Why is he one of my favorites?
Hast thou acquaintance with Petrus of Thur?
Oh.
You too. For is he not too
Drenched
in sin?
And that is the reason why he's one of my favorites.
Anytime. It is only human to commit a sin.
Oh, God. Yes, I say a lot of these characters are my favorites because they're all so kooky and quirky and recognizable. But he particularly is one of my favorites because the voice actor was just like, let's chew all of the scenery and just completely ham this up and have a good time. You know, just that it's only human to commit a sin. Like, it's just unhinged, to say the least. Unhinged. But that's why we love it. That is why we love it. So, I think if we make good time here, we might make it up to the top of Sen's Funhouse. And, well, we'll see how we get on. Well, you know. But yes, I don't want to harp too much on about the difficulty and everything in these games, because I feel it's been done to death already with so many different YouTube channels and commentary channels and all that type of thing. And, you know, I do want to talk about stuff outside of the game as well, but it's obviously, especially while we're still in the burgeoning kind of age of this series, we're still getting to grips with everything. Let's use a couple of these and see if we can get a couple more levels and get our power within attuned, because that would be nice. Attunement. Hey, there we are. One attunement slot. Now we can attune magic and attune our power within. There we go. Perfect. And if we equip our pyromancy glove on this hand, we are now a force to be reckoned with, believe me. While it does drain your life essence, it is invaluable in terms of how much damage it can put out. So I don't want to harp too much on... I should have used that for these guys, but no, well, it doesn't matter. Come on then, you snaky bastard. Ow. Alright, if you want me to backstab you, then I will. And you as well. Yeah, so I don't want to harp too much up on the difficulty and stuff, but it is just something I find fascinating in terms of conversation. And is that not what this series is about? Conversation. But not only do I find it fascinating, but I just also find it fascinating just there's so much discourse around it. Like people, every time a new one of these Souls games comes out, and even some other games now, it's leached out into every video game pretty much. But you know, people just get so wound up about these games and difficulty in them. And shouldn't there be a snake there? Am I losing my mind? Could have sworn there was a snake on that bridge. Huh. Would have lost money on that one now. Not gonna lie. Roll. Fall. Dead? Yeah, he is. Cheeky little trap. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, so it fascinates me that people just get so wound up about these things. Also, as you can see there by picking up the large Titanite shard, it's a couple of large Titanite shards, like, you can have a plus 15 at this point, as I've so nicely kind of shown. Also, a little trick for you here: if you aggro this guy, bring him out a little bit. Okay. Then get him to do his nice attack here. He can break the wall. And it just means you don't have to deal with the boulder trap. Yeah, you can definitely have a plus 15 by now. And I mean, Jesus, there's, again, tons of videos about that. Let's just save you. We won't need you, but I just like saving you. Just feel like nice. Feel like I'm a nice man saving people. You know, there's millions of challenge videos of what's the earliest you can get plus 15 and all that type of thing. You can do it, I think, pretty much without killing minimal bosses. Not sure if you can do it without any, but definitely minimal bosses anyway. And so you can get a plus 15 very early. But in terms of progression, you know, they very... It always makes me laugh. They very much are like, hey, you know, you probably won't have a plus 15 yet. And that's fine. Let him get hit with that. And do that. Stay topped up. You know, so they're expecting you at this stage to only be kind of getting towards your plus 15. Because they're still giving... they're still giving you large Titanite shards and stuff like that. So now, something I did want to discuss in this area. This area, for some reason, always reminds me of kind of a lot of personal things. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Let that boulder go down. Hello. Thank you. I think it's because this area is so heavily intertwined with El Siegbro here. The Shotel. And his whole shtick is just his journey to quest and to have a good time, and that's all I ever like doing. And so when I was younger and everything, it was always something very, I don't know, even though it's such a horrendous area with all the boulder traps and I just feel like I disrespected him there. All the boulder traps and the snake men and everything, but there was something very calming about Sen's Fortress for me. Let's chat to old Siegbro. Oh ho! Oh ho! Where did you come from? Another character I love.
Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball to be precise.
Or a ball to be precise. I'm a bit too plump. Oh, perhaps I should try some rolling. Bah, no, my head would spin. I've played far too much of these games. I know the dialogue pretty much off by heart. But let's get back up here. Yes, so this area it's somewhat, I don't know, calming for me. I don't know what it is about it. It's just, there's just something about the area. It just has this certain magic to it. I know a lot of people despise this area because of the way it's laid out and everything, but to me, I think it's a bit of fun. And you know, it kind of brings back that thing for me that while a lot of people find these games stressful, which I completely understand, by the way. I completely understand people who might find this game stressful. Lord knows, when I did start playing them when I was younger, I very much found them stressful myself. But as I've played, I've mellowed in my ears. Thank you very much. But let's follow this boulder down now. But you know, I find it interesting, and that's a discussion more than the difficulty I want to discuss. Is that, well, speaking of stressful, there's our first one, boys. Ho, 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 ho. You know, people get so hung up on you should feel a certain way about this game, and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, and I find it crazy that we live in a world that so many people think that they get a say in what people should feel and think. You know, and it's crazy that is the world we live in. And hey, I've been guilty of it sometimes myself, of being like, what? That's crazy. Why do you think I feel that way? But why shouldn't people find this game relaxing? Why shouldn't people find this game just fun and just chill vibes? You know, and why does that hurt other people and upset and annoy people that that's how I feel? And why does it upset and annoy other people that, you know, other people think that these games are stressful and don't want to play them? You know, it's crazy that we put so much stock in what other people like and don't like. And now the whole fanboy thing is a whole other kettle of fish, like an entirely whole other, we don't need to go that way, entirely whole other kettle of fish. Shit! Oh no, it's still that way. It's okay. We're okay. We're safe. Let's get this ball out of here. Help Seagro. I think you have to do this in order to get Seagro to move on. But yeah, a lot of people are fanboys and stuff like that, and I know that's a thing, of course. Just casually avoiding all the traps in here. I feel like I'm playing good today. I swear I am. I'm doing well. But a lot of people are fanboys and stuff like that, and it's crazy how they feel it's almost their right to be like, no, you need to love this game and you need to feel this way and that way and everything. But why don't we just enjoy video games? You know, and it's a huge discussion, even amongst some of my friends and peers and people that I know, the whole thing of not only what video games you like, because people get tense and wound up about, oh, you like that series and you don't like this series, and how can you not like this game and how can you not like that game? And as I said, I've been very much guilty of it myself. But not only that, but obviously, and I don't want to start World War VII here, so I'll only lightly touch on it, but you know, the whole console wars and PC versus console and all that type of thing. Well, like, just play the video games. Like, some people can't afford a PC. Some people might not even be able to afford a PS5 or an Xbox, or, you know, you don't know people's situations. And just what people might have grown up with and are more comfortable with. You're stuck on me, bro. Stuck on you. Got a feeling down. Get off, get off. Yeah, you know, people might just be more comfortable with things and vibe with certain hardware. And look, if people are playing and enjoying the video games, that's all that matters. I don't want to get too wishy-washy and philosophical and bollocksy here with you. Come on. Come on. Fall down. If you don't want to fall down, I will have to hit you with a black firebomb. Alright, you earned it. I can't believe I've missed. He was 5 feet in front of you. How could you miss? Now, thank you very much. Just don't want him shooting my ass while we're trying to get along here. But yeah, just enjoy the video games, dude. Like, they're just fun. Why does it have to be such a fucking thing? It's the same with sports. Now, I'm not a big sports guy. Big shock. The guy who adores video games so much is not into sports. But you know, I'm not into sports. But one thing that just drives me wild about sports is how upset people get with other sports fans about why their team is better or why their, you know, whatever is better. And to the point of some people actually fucking physically assault people over sports. Sports! Like, get a life. So that's my very basic thoughts before we say too much and start absolute killings in the chat. It'll be a deadly chat. Hey, we're starting, we're getting there. No, we're not. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that type of thing. Like, come on, let's just play some video games, have some good vibes, kill this fucking shooter like a motherfucker. Again, see what I mean? We are just swimming in large titanite shards now. And yes, to address something in the last episode I touched on and never actually said anything about, I have 13 humanity at the moment now. We have collected a bit more, but 10 is the soft cap, basically. If you have 10 humanity, hello, you look very familiar, you look a bit like me, except I've got a cooler hood. And you are dead. Ha ha ha! Ricard is your name, and you are dead. Ricard's rapier. Thank you very much. What was I saying? Yes. Yes, the reason I have 10 humanity, or 13 now, there's a soft cap. It basically increases your item discovery. Even just having one is a huge boost, but all the way up to 10 is a massive boost. And it just meant when I was farming for large titanite shards, it just made it a hell of a lot easier. Look at that. Like, even though it's looking a bit kind of flat and cardboardy at the moment, because time has gone on so much and we expect kind of so much more from our games, that to me is still a hell of a view. Like, there's what's beyond those walls, like, it just invites so much imagination to me. It's just so wonderful. I fucking love these games. I fucking love it. Give it to me. Yeah, so that's why I have so much humanity. Dangerous running around with so much humanity, because you lose it and then you feel really sad. Oh. But as you can see as well, look at the amount of large titanite shards here. So if you didn't want to do any farming, you don't have to do any farming. But for the purposes of what I wanted to do in this series, I wanted to kind of do that. And ow, I can't believe I've missed that. But I didn't miss it twice. We are on a clinic today. We are putting on a clinic today. And there's an old titanite shard, in case you haven't got one of them. But let's get out here and... Oh, it's locked. We haven't got the extra key. Do you know what? We don't need it. We don't need to do this, but why not? Why not show this key and, you know, fighting one of these giants and another area where you can get some large shards as well as some other things. So these giants are very intimidating, obviously, but I love the fact that in other games, in a lot of other games, can I just say, these boulder traps would 100% just be, you know, part of the environment. And this game does that as well, don't get me wrong. Not everything is like this, but slash at your ankles. Slashy, slashy, slashy. Not everything in this game is like 100% friggin'... Thank you so much. You're dead. You know, laid out to be this incredible... Is it down here? Yeah, we're gonna have to drop down here. Well, we could go in the middle here. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. Huh. Or not, question mark. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just means we won't have him throwing boulders at our goddamn skulls anymore. Huh. And we might have a chance at a boulder side sword. Never mind. Yeah, but the idea that these... that the trap in this area is a physical thing within the world. It's not just, oh, the boulders come out of the wall. Why? Because they do. It's an actual giant placing the boulders into the trap and throwing them down and the whole shebang. You know, I just love that. It's the little details like that that make this game so special. and that most of the games are just lacking nowadays. Excuse me, what's if we play? You know, it's getting better. There are games that do it, and like I'm saying this as if now there is a guy up there also throwing boulders at us, but we don't want to worry about him just yet. Ooh, let's jump over here. But hold on, I just want to point something out here. This guy looks really tall and intimidating. How did they do this? What a cool effect. He's floating. He floats in the air. He will sell you unlimited large titanite and normal titanite. So even if you've gotten here and you still haven't gotten enough to get your weapon up a little bit, you can get some more here. And also you can get the Onion Bro armor and some nice rings as well. Huh? But yes, it's the little details like that. And don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm just absolutely performing all of the fellatio on this series to be like, it's the best series ever, and it is probably my favorite series. I go back and forth, and other games come out and other things come up that I'm like, oh, I love this game so much, it's the best game and all this kind of thing, but there will always be a bias and and it is a bias because it is one of the games that really solidified my love for gaming, Dark Souls. But there is that kind of love for this series that just makes me so happy. But I am aware that there are other games that do a lot of things that the Souls games do better. You know, there are things, I love the combat system of this game, but there are other games that I think do combat better in some regards, you know, and that could also be because they're newer. You know, there is that side of it too. I've nailed that jump twice. I didn't want to say it, but when I was younger, for some reason I used to always fucking fail that jump. Oh, but I got it twice, and that's it. We don't need to do it again. Is this game the best in every regard? No, but I think it does so much well and has so much love, clear love and passion put into it that's why it makes it so special. That's why this game is so successful. Not because it was the most difficult thing in the world, not because of the stigma around it and the get good mentality. That all helped, but the reason why these games have become so popular and they're so well loved is because there is so much love put into them, you know? Also, if you see me sometimes switching to two-handed and stuff like that, it does actually do more damage because this is a quality weapon and obviously strength. Okay, if you want to throw a tantrum like a big fucking baby, rude. Excuse me, I'll clear my throat and get a titanite chunk off you, thank you so much. But scratch my head. Right, let's go in here and kill this guy. We don't need Tarkus. So the reason I feel these games have stood the test of time and will continue to always stand the test of time, as opposed to things like Skyrim and stuff like that, who, the most resold game in the history of fucking games, but to me has completely not stood to the test of time because, well, I mean, it's shallow. And it hasn't got the love. It has a bit of love put in it, but not the love that this game has. That's just my opinion. So, the Iron Golem. We're going to run in here. We're going to avoid this attack. And we're going to see what we can do. I'm actually not going to use Power Within, purely because we're going to try and just do this quickly here so that we can get our quick kill on him. We might not here. I would like to, because I never get this. But if I can get it, I'd be chuffed with myself. Come on, fall. Fall, goddammit you. Jesus, fall. I'm going to kill him even before we get him to fall. Hello, there we go. Hello? I was hoping something similar to that would happen, but that was even better than I anticipated. That was a glorious kill, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty glorious. Right, let's get ourselves kidnapped. We are at the half an hour mark, so that's pretty good. We killed Killed a nice little boss here and everything today. We did all of Sense Fortress, which I'm pretty proud of in half an hour, while talking absolute bollocks and picking up random things. And, oh, sorry, we actually killed 2 bosses today, because we also killed Bell Gargoyles. Wow! This is our most successful episode to date. We did it, guys. We finally did it. We finally had an episode where I didn't make myself look like the biggest fool in the world. Well, I probably still did, let's be honest. But I'm proud of myself. Look at that. It's still so stunning. And this is where, again, I want to talk about the remake, or remaster, sorry, not a remake. I keep saying remake, and I apologize. The remaster of this game, I feel, I'm just going to skip the end of that cutscene, because let's just get here. But I don't know. I feel just falls so flat. It's so wonderful to be able to play at 60 FPS and play it on my PS5 and the whole shebang, but it's just little things, like, because things are so sharp now, they're so sharp, the fact that they didn't do things like fix the 3s and stuff is so egregiously noticeable, because, well, everything is so much more high def, and the murky textures before hid a lot of things like that. But now that everything is so sharp, it's just so noticeable. So we have made it to Anor Londo. Look at us go. We now have possibly the hardest part of the game to get through, but I think we're. Let's not jinx it. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. We shall chat to you tomorrow. We shall do lots more other things tomorrow. Lots more fun to come. Do we get some more endurance and some more health? No. Let's get these up to 20. And you up to... No, let's just get you up to 20 for now, and then we'll go from there. What's that making us look like? A bit more damage. Fuck it, let's do that. 21 to get 300 on our right-hand weapon. That is looking good. We have lots more to come. I do hope you stick around for more Wandering and more Divulgence. And, well, my being Kyle Kavalich, this has been a Wanderer's Divulgence. I hope you have a wonderful time. Please do like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, as I've said. And I shall be seeing you very soon. Look after yourselves. Go forth and enjoy your day. And spread a little love while you're at it. Why not? From me to you, cheerio for now. And I shall see you in the next one. Yeah!